Hey everyone, it's Eddie Campos here with Remax Preferred Associates, and this is Coffee with Eddie, and I'm back speaking with Matthew Medlin. This is part 2 of our series, and Matthew is with SkyLIFE Global, and they are delivering hope around the world to people that are in severe need. Matthew, last week we spoke about the why of what SkyLIFE Global just has ingrained into themselves and their people and what drives you. I started thinking about this after watching so many of these interviews. The means to do this. I mean, it's a great idea, but it's not like you just got onto Amazon and say, hey, you know what? I need 3,000 of these, and I mean, there was literally nothing available except the planes for you to be able to do this. So, how did you guys develop the parachute, the Sky Box, the Pop Top Box, the Sky Packs? How did you guys develop all of these things?
Well, I think, as you probably remember, like being in grade school when they do the egg drop, and you try to create something around the egg and get as high as you can with a little parachute and put a structure around the egg. Well, we've kind of ramped that up to be able to do that at 200 miles an hour at 3,000 feet. And it takes it's an incredible technology, but it's, like you said, it's not that you can just go out and buy it off the shelf. We had to develop everything, and we had to figure out, give you an example, like the aircraft that we use. We use an IL-76, which is a very large aircraft like a C-130 or a C-17, but we use that an IL-76 in Africa. Every single inch of the inside of that aircraft, we had to measure. You have to figure out how fast the floorboard systems move that actually eject the systems. You have to look at the height. You look at the strap downs. You look at the eyelets. You look at every single little thing in order to reverse engineer how to develop a system that would fit within that format.
Yeah.
That alone was an incredible feat. So when you do that, when you start looking at extraction speeds, volume of air that comes out of the aircraft, impact rates, impact force, and you're dropping 50 pounds of fragile cooking oil, and you have to impact, and you have to make sure that all of that survives.
Right.
The amount of engineering that goes into that is astronomical, but we have an incredible team that are absolutely dedicated to that success. And really it's been an incredible opportunity. So from the parachute to the rigging, to a D-ring, to the packaging, a box, it's really been impactful. The SkyLIFE Pack is kind of a different method of distributing aid. So if you imagine like in fall, like a leaf that just comes off the tree, right?
Yeah.
We created a package that's aerodynamic that you can put about 10 ounces of food, water, medical supplies, water purification kits inside the package. And from a helicopter, a drone, a fixed wing, you can deliver hundreds of thousands of these packages, a couple thousand feet in the air, and they all just sprinkle down to the population.
Like snowflakes.
Like snowflakes, yep. So that's kind of a different technology. So between 50 pounds of goods that needs to go from aircraft to the ground safely to thousands and thousands of small packages, 2 different technologies, 2 different airflows, 2 different descent rates, 2 really engineering marvels. The third kind of item, which is really important during the disaster, is actually information. And a lot of times those that are cut off inside, in mountain ranges to floods, they don't have information.
Well, and in the areas you guys are going to, it's not like Wi-Fi is prevalent.
Right. So we created a what we call SkyCom for humanitarian aid, where you can do a mass wireless loading of messages to these little cards of what to do, how to do it. We see you, we know where you're at, help is on the way, and it also has a FM receiver in it. So you can get a message from the local community that, hey, 500 people or 1,000 people, here's food, here's water, here's medical supplies, and now here's also information. And we are coming to help you. Without that information, people start to walk around, they go to different areas, they start to migrate, when in fact they should just stay there and wait till help comes, right? So even that information booklet or card is incredible.
Now, you said this has an FM receiver in it, so can you change this message and send a new message out to that same card?
Exactly. So if things change, let's say we have a group of 500 people that are lost on the side of a mountain or, again, a flood. Hey, 500 people, we need you to move right now because something's happening.
Right.
We can send a signal and update those cards and tell them the new message.
That's phenomenal.
Yep. So that's even a closed network. So you don't have to use cellular. You don't have to use satellite. It's a closed network. So all those people that you're trying to reach, they can get the new word.
So a lot of this was part of the development was based with your founder, Mr. Potter, and in an engineering firm that he and his father had started, correct?
Correct. Yep. 25-year plus company, really into design, build, high-speed machinery for Fortune 500 companies. And, he created the fastest nanofiber laydown line in the world. I mean, really, really cool, innovative stuff.
Yeah.
So SkyLife was actually born out of Potter and use a lot of resources that Potter had. So this is kind of a new cutting edge technology. There's going to be others that are coming, which I know, but primarily it's the Skybox, Skypack, Skycom, and I can't wait for the other ones to come out too, because it all just ties in.
And I understand his father is still very involved with the company.
Very much so. Very much so. We've got a great group. We've got everyone from 18, 19 years old to 75, 77 years old that are also part of the engineering team. And I tell you that kind of experience, having 50, 60 years in innovation, we really rely on that kind of history and experience. So yeah, he's with us every day.
That's amazing. Well, hey everyone, we've been talking with Matthew Medlin with SkyLIFE Global. I'm glad that you tuned in again. Please check in again with us next week, where we're going to start talking about things like how they deliver these things and where they deliver to. Thanks.
Thanks, Eddie.